gentlemen, this contest is in the flyweight division, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Introducing first, out of the blue corner, this man walks in with a record 12 wins, 8 losses. He's a mixed martial artist. He weighed in 125.8 pounds. Fighting out of Orlando, Florida, here is Cleveland Baby Beast Mode, McLean. And across the cage out of the red corner, this man walks in with a record 6 wins, 2 losses. He's an expert in jiu-jitsu, weighed in 126 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, here is Victor Pasoca Diaz. And the third man in the cage, Russ Greenberg.
You see Marlon Moraes in his corner. Of course, a standout bantamweight in the UFC.
Russ Greenberg.
You see Marlon Moraes in his corner. Of course, a standout bantamweight in the UFC, one of the best in the world.
Right now, touch him up, and let's do this.
What are the keys to victory, Shorty?
Diaz needs to push him to the fence. If he wants to get that takedown, he needs to solidify it. But McLean needs a circle, and if he gets taken down, don't wait on the bottom. You need to move.
And there it is. Diaz in the white and blue trunks. Cleveland McLean in the black trunks with the red writing. He is starting out kicking. No fear against the jiu-jitsu specialist.
And he was telling me he's going to wait for Diaz to be able to come in, and when he shoots or takes a bad shot, that's when he's going to throw that big uppercut, that big right hand, that one-shot KO.
One important quality to have is you have to have the power to make a grappler hesitate. Chuck Liddell, I think the best example of that. He threw power punchers, and grapplers are just hesitant to come in, hesitant to drop their heads.
Well, they have to know that they're going to take shots, and the bad thing is the wrestlers or grapplers usually have a bigger advantage because the kickboxers are just a little timid to throw these strikes, but when you start to open up, now the grappler becomes, oh my God, I might get hit in the face. Oh, I can't do this as much, and now they start taking bad shots.
And Cleveland McLean cracked him with a good right hand. A little surprising. No fear, throwing a lot of kicks.
Beautiful inside hook.
You see the swelling around the left eye of Diaz from that right hand.
And again, a very technical fight to start. No one's, overdoing anything right now. One big strike here and there, but it's all inside game.
Leaping body shot going after the liver. Cleveland McLean throwing the left hook to the body.
Diaz might take a shot here. Again, he's pushing him back to the fence.
If you're Cleveland McLean, that's not where you want to be, is backed up against the fence. You want to have that room to angle and move. Has very good footwork. Talk about the size disparity. Diaz much bigger in there. Oh, nice left hook.
And immediately, right when he takes that shot, his hands go up. Knowing he made that small mistake, and now he's doing that adjustment. Oh, beautiful right hand. And again, McLean is just picking his shots now.
Very sneaky with that right hand. Diaz not letting his hands fall, but he's finding the way to get that shot in.
But he needs to make sure that he's circling the entire time and not getting too comfortable with the strikes to where he stands up after and Diaz takes that shot.
What do they say in the gym? Don't admire your work. If you haven't had a coach yell that at you, you haven't trained a whole lot.
I do it all the time. They say head movement. I was like, what for? But I want a challenge in a fight. Let's have some fun. But now the fight is on the fence. This is where Diaz wanted to be.
That's where you want an explosive fighter, especially when right now it's throwing very accurate right hands. Take that energy away from him. Look at the body lock there.
But the one thing he's doing really well, McLean, is he knows the body lock is on. Okay, cool. Now let's manipulate the head the entire time and make it harder for you to take me down, make you use more energy, even if you do get me down to the ground just like that.
Man.
But we see immediately he's taking it back.
Renzo Gracie, a big fan of that takedown. Leg through and straighten it.
The good thing is McLean has him against the fence, and he's putting all the pressure and weight on him. Diaz won't be able to do many submissions from here because the hands are around the waist. McLean is just a little bit too high.
It's what we call being low in the ride. He's a little too low around the hips. And look for McLean to find the right moment to spin.
And he's trying it now, and that's the good thing about pressuring someone. But again, Diaz has very, very solid jiu-jitsu, knowing that he's going to try to circle, so he's trying to manipulate it and still stay on the back. but he needs to get his back off the fence.
There are a million little battles taking place on the floor right now. If you've never done jiu-jitsu, you don't know that, but it's hand placement, movement, hip placement.
And you see that foot right there elevating that bottom leg, so McLean won't be able to turn all the way. Again, lifting that leg from a different angle now.
McLean trying to stay high and keep Diaz up against the fence where he doesn't really have room to move and advance this position. Those elbows don't feel good either.
Those aren't fun. You see slowly turning. He's going to be able to get on top, but I would just say try to get up, try to get away. You don't want to stay on the ground, but he's throwing strikes. Those are vicious.
And the referee's right on it. The referee is right on it, making sure those are not illegal elbows. Good job scrambling back to his feet, but in single leg position is Victor Diaz.
And Diaz still, trying to stay aggressive, keeping McLean on the fence, trying to get that takedown again. But overall, McLean's doing a phenomenal job, staying active even when Diaz has his back. Staying active, standing up, and just overall staying nice and calm.
And even though he's not able to put not able to get the takedown, not able to put a lot of weight on McLean right now, he's in that clinch wearing down an explosive guy, maybe taking some of the energy out of him for round two, because I thought he was doing very well with the strikes in round one, Shorty.
Yeah, but the hardest part, even for grapplers, being able to hold that clinch as well, trying to hold that gable grip, and you're taking shots sometimes, so being able to hold on and push the pace, maybe your shoulders are going to be fatigued after the first round.
Got away with a corner grab.
Hey, ref, I'm ready. I want to go in there.
Diaz running in, and Diaz in the blue and white shorts. Cleveland McLean in the black shorts with red writing.
Beautiful leg kick to open up the round. We see Diaz now opening up with his hands immediately up. They're not at his chest anymore. It's like we like to call it the wedding bouquet. You're not holding a wedding bouquet anymore at your chest. You have your hands up over your cheeks.
Every gym has its code, Shorty. Every single one. Wedding bouquet is a good one.
We have a lot. Bow and arrow, steering wheel.
Ours was Roy Jones. You think you're Roy Jones? No. Get your damn hands up. Are you that fast? Nope. Keep your hands up.
And again, McLean just staying nice, slow, methodical. He takes a nice leg kick there.
Diaz
boxing.
So good with that right hand. It's sneaky, it's quick, it's accurate, right over the top. It's so far been the key to his success on the feet. Not a lot of setup to it. He just sneaks in that right hand.
Beautiful left hook. Oh, again.
Changed up a little bit of a downward elbow there.
A little tomahawk there.
Somebody's been watching some Thai fights. A little Ong Bak action there.
Do I say oi after that too?
Go ahead. No one's gonna bak. No one's gonna say anything about it. Come on.
People need a crowd. Beautiful transition, right hand. The single didn't work, but he transitioned to the body lock and was able to get McLean on the fence.
I was about to ask when you think he'll commit to the takedown, and that's exactly what he does. Body lock going for an outside trip. It has to pull him off the fence. Once again, McLean under duress turns his back a bit, and that opens up that trip. Got away with a fence grab again. Wouldn't surprise me if he loses a point with another one of those.
And that's the bad thing is that sometimes you feel comfortable giving up your back like that. And because you have more balance, the only problem is you put yourself in more danger when you have a guy like this. Diaz on your back, ready to hop up, ready to be a leech, and you're going to have to carry his weight. Yeah, you feel good carrying his weight because I'm strong. But then after that round ends, oh, man, my legs are tired.
Speaking of leg strength, he is managing to stay upright, even though Diaz doing everything he can to bring him down. You see the right leg looped around the leg of McLean.
And that's a great job by McLean where he's getting tripped every single time, but he's still finding a way to balance himself and keep himself on the feet. But now this is where Diaz needs to be active with his hands. Yeah, you have his still finding a way to balance himself and keep himself on the feet. But now this is where Diaz needs to be active with his hands. Yeah, you have his back, but now you need to start first round, McLean, he knew that he was getting taken down, so heck, let me start throwing elbows, let me start throwing punches, and he was able to escape because of it.
Now he's dragging him into his lap. Diaz one hook in. Look for him try to loop that other one around when he can. Minute 4.
Yeah, burning his arm, burning his legs, trying to arch his hips, trying to get that takedown. Look at him trying to transition for that arm bar.
He decides better of it, wants to stay on the back. One thing about transitioning to the armbar, if you don't get it, a lot of times you lose position. Seems like he wants to stay on the back for the rest of the round.
And what I was talking about earlier, you know, with Diaz trying to get that takedown, why not start throwing punches, make him change the mindset? He started throwing little heel kicks to the legs.
And Diaz, just like round 1, will end the fight on the back of McLean.
Good job. This big power strikes. You have 1 round left. If you wait too much, you might lose the fight because of it. And we see him now. Oh, beautiful body shot. And we see Diaz's right elbow slowly go down right after that. Good body shot.
Talk about no hesitation. McLean coming out, throwing leather.
And we see him.
Nice tight combinations.
Man, I think he heard me.
I think he did.
Oh, man.
More than one fighter, I think, owes you a percentage tonight. Owes you that coaching cut.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I need it. I haven't fought Staper. I'll take it. We see Diaz's arms a little slower, too.
It's one thing about the bigger man. He's holding up big arms for a long time. McLean starting out aggressively.
Oh, beautiful body. I was going to say he needs
shot.
to switch it back up to the body because Diaz has his hands up the entire time. Beautiful transition. McLean cannot give up his back again, and it seems like that's what he's going to do.
Good job with the double leg, getting right underneath the hips.
And we see how he's pushing the shoulders.
Yeah, he had a great first minute, but he does not want to spend the last 4 minutes of this fight on the mat.
He escaped once in the first round. Can he do it again in the third? How tired is Diaz?
His corner screaming, stiff arm and get up. They don't want this position anymore.
He needs to be able to explode out of this position. But the hard part about this is Diaz's jiu-jitsu is very, very high. And again, I know from experience, transitioning again to a full, just overall double hooks and just holding. He's trying to go for that rear naked choke again, but overall staying nice and calm. McLean needs to start working the legs first. Keep your hands up overall defending the choke, but work those legs, get your body out and be able to spin, if not fully escape.
You see McLean bridging, trying to put pressure on Diaz. Keep him from climbing up higher, wants to be a little bit higher on the back. McLean doing everything he can to keep that from happening, but if you haven't been in it, if you haven't felt it, high-level jiu-jitsu guys, they don't give you a lot of room to move.
Yeah, you see this body triangle. Again, it might not be all the way on one side, but it's still squeezing the body and makes you breathe hard, especially in this third round. That's crucial. And now we see him trying to work the legs out, trying to work the feet out.
The problem is going to the feet. You don't have 2 arms to defend your neck.
Luckily for me, I have no neck, so it helps. It definitely helps. But we see him, Diaz immediately trying to go for the neck again, and now he has the right angle, but can he lock his hands in a gable grip or the full rear naked choke position and be able to arch all the way back?
His arms are in the right position. He's to tighten his grip up. McLean once again needs a miracle escape here. He is in bad position. Able to get out of the choke, but not able to break out of this position yet, and he gets it.
And now he's staying active. Now he's trying to punch. If he can, this is his time to stand up, but Diaz being smart, trying to bring him and pull him back down.
With the distance he has, I'm surprised he doesn't break away, but he's looking to maybe ground and pound. Surprising choice against the jiu-jitsu ace, Shorty.
Definitely a surprising choice. I would just stand up, but he wants to land that one big one because he probably thinks he might be losing. But we see Diaz very active off his back, trying to go for that arm bar.
That's the problem, is going for that big right hand. Left him in bad position, now rolling into leg lock position. Inverted heel hook.
And that's what you're talking about. That's the danger.
Not just for the heel hook, you can also sweep if you can get that far leg. Bad things happen from here. McLean able to step out.
And we hear his corner, back up, back up, back up. We don't want to do it again.
Both fighters have had their minutes in round 3. It's about who finishes strong. 1 minute left.
We're saying judges really focus on the end of the fight. And that was a beautiful left hook. Can he stay active? Beautiful body shot.
Man, he's so good with that body shot combination. Oh, good right hand catching Diaz coming in.
McLean
Glancing shot off the right eye.
needs to stay at the center. Anytime he gets stuck to the fence, that's when he gets taken down. Beautiful knee. But the thing is, he's not as explosive this time. So can he stay active? But again, giving up his back, and that's been the biggest problem with it in this fight is he feels comfortable giving up his back because he's strong on his feet. But overall, you're stuck in that position, and that's sometimes why a lot of fighters lose their fights.
And Diaz committing. Only one hook in, but you see his body all the way on the back of Cleveland McLean.
And the good thing for Diaz is all he has to do is keep an underhook, at least one, and just stay solid on top and finish this round off on the back.
You know, that's the difficult part. One thing I do not want to be in this sport is a judge. Very back and forth fight. A lot of success by McLean on the feet, but Diaz getting great work done on the mat. Almost finished him with the rear naked choke multiple times. This is going to be a close one, hard one to score, Shorty.
That was a phenomenal fight because both of them showed what they're great at. One was better in the